up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here from Guitar Jam.
Hey everyone, it's Joe from 16VR Racing for my first ever review of anything. Obviously, aside from a couple of Google reviews that I've left along the way, I thought what a better way to start off my reviewing, I guess, than to review the highly anticipated Project Cars 3. The successor to Project Cars 2, obviously, the third part of the Project Cars franchise. And I was actually super keen for this game earlier in the year, along with a few other people, a lot of other people in the sim racing community. Obviously, the first one, maybe the second one, but definitely the first one was crowdfunded, so they wanted to deliver what us sim racing fans wanted. Project Cars 2 probably actually, now thinking about it, actually got me into sim racing. I've always been like a Gran Turismo fan. I've played them all since like PlayStation 1, right up into, Gran Turismo Sport, where they introduced me to, VR, which I thought was bloody excellent. And it's pretty limited what you can do with VR and Gran Turismo. So I started branching out, got into the PC world, and went down that rabbit hole, I guess, and now I'm pretty heavily into Assetto Corsa. Really love that game. So I feel like Project Cars 2 is definitely a stepping stone into proper sim racing. I feel like I was really looking forward to some of the downfalls of Project Cars 2 being ironed out for the third part of the series, especially when I remember reading something on Instagram or it might have been Twitter or something, saying that one of the head honchos of the company said that the game was like 200 or 300% better. I thought, yep, geez, like they're definitely going to nail this. And then they released some beta footage, and it really sort of started to raise some questions, not just with myself, but pretty much the whole sim racing community, I guess, or any Project Cars fans. I think the things I was really looking forward to them fixing up was the force feedback, which is a little bit cucker. There were some people that made some awesome adjustments and released their files on the internet, but still, like, no matter what you did, you couldn't quite get it to feel as nice as Assetto Corsa. And I think the physics were a little bit, unrealistic again compared to some of the other titles, and even the quality of the cars and tracks varied quite a bit. Some seem to be better than others. Then I thought, obviously, with Codemasters, buying Slightly Mad Studios, massive company, I thought, well, obviously now that they've got the funding to pump the right amount of money into the game to just refine what 1 and 2 could have been, I thought, yep, this is going to be great. But then obviously that beta footage came out and definitely raised a few eyebrows and questions. But I guess, luckily they did pump all that money into the franchise, because they were actually they were in the financial position to afford the legendary Formula One designer Adrian Newey to take care of all the physics modelling. He's been a great addition to the Project Cars franchise. He's just it made the physics just something else, and I think they're that good, the physics, that like sort of once you sort of get to the point where you've spent 1 to 2 hours in the game, you'll actually develop the ability to have a 100% strike rate on plugging USBs in the first time every time. So, like, gone are the days where you go to sort of like, you grab your USB stick, right, and then you go up to the USB port, and then you put it in, and then it doesn't work, so then you flip it upside down, and then you go to sort of try and jam it in there and realise that that's still not working, so then you flip it back to the original way and then put that in and realise, okay, I had it right the first time. gone, mate. Absolutely gone. Those days will be in the past once you spend $89 on Steam to buy Project Cars 3. It is just something else. The physics are definitely not how I thought they were going to be. They're probably the biggest mess in this game. It's actually it's actually really confusing to try and like drive these cars fast in the game. It just nothing makes sense. You can brake extremely late on like in a road car or on road tires. You got the braking performance of a Formula One in your Toyota 86. It just that's pretty astounding actually. And then sometimes it turns in, but then sometimes it doesn't turn in, and there's no ability to change your car settings unless you unlock mods and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I think the physics are absolutely dog shit. That sort of raised the question, like who would be interested in actually, buying and playing a game like this? And it's probably for people who like, Need for Speed, or if for people that like playing games on their mobile phone. I think this game would be absolutely perfect for them. But I think if you enjoy Project Cars 1 and 2, and you like sim racing games, and it's definitely don't spend any money on the game at all, because you'll be in for one hell of a cry, or laugh if you like things that are bad. It definitely doesn't feel like a Project Cars game whatsoever. My second favorite thing about Project Cars 3 was obviously that I went to go and spend almost $90 on the game, right? And then, I waited all that time for it to download and install, and then I open up the game, and as you could see in this sort of gameplay video that I've done, I found this really lovely surprise where the only car that was available was the road-going version of the Toyota 86. I thought, how surprising! That's brilliant, and I thought it was really it was a bold move, obviously, but a really good move by Codemasters, because it wouldn't be right to just sort of have the ability to jump straight into a GT3 car, because you really need to like grind to get XP and credits, and whilst you're doing that, you're actually building your skills as a driver, and you'll be able to jump in a GT3 after working your way up, and successfully navigate your way through a race. I thought that really makes sense. Because it just wouldn't be right to be able to jump into a fully fledged race car straight off the bat. So having no other options but the Toyota 86, absolutely brilliant. And that also leads me on to my other favorite thing about Project Cars 3 is that if for all those aliens out there that they can just jump in any car and drive them and drive them really well, you can actually pay like $40 or something like that on top of the money that you've already spent, and then you can shortcut. Grinding for XP. You can actually, I think it gives you a few extra cars and maybe some money. I haven't really read into it too much because I didn't want to risk spending more than $90 on the game, not enjoying it, and then being disappointed after I spent even more money on this game, and not ever using those cars ever. So I guess that just says to me that.
Hey, what's up, you
It's
guys?
all
Marty
about,
Schwartz here, and
money
I'm
for
bringing
these
this
people,
song to you guys
and
by
not so much about
special request.
about the pure racing, I guess, which is what they claim to be all about. The pure racing, that is complete false advertising, and complete bullshit. But One other thing that you'll really really like, which I haven't done in this video because it's a joke of a game, obviously. So I'm doing a joke of a review, and part of that joke of a review, I'm not actually going to allow you to hear any sounds from the game because it doesn't deserve that. It's fucking atrocious, right? So But one thing, if you actually decide to buy the game, one thing you'll really enjoy is that the engine sounds are turned down, and you've got some really cool drum and bass music played over the top of your driving experience. Amazing. I thought, geez, that's. I really want to listen to music whilst I drive. I haven't been able to do it in some of the other titles. I thought, yep, perfect. That's exactly what I needed. So, I think that's something you really like. The fact that, you can listen to music as you go along. As you're doing your thing. I think. I think my final comments would probably be, it's definitely not a successor to Project Cars 2. And I would definitely recommend most sim racers, or every sim racer, to not spend any money on this game. I wouldn't even recommend illegally downloading it. Not because it's illegal, because it'd be a waste of space on your computer. It'd be a waste of time downloading the game. It'd just be a waste of energy, waste of human energy as well. All those mouse clicks and keystrokes and stuff like that. I think you just don't need to do it to yourself. If you're still thinking, hey Joe, you know what, I want a stepping stone into sim racing, surely this can break me in. Wrong. Again, definitely not a stepping stone. It's stepping into shit. Just buy Project Cars 2. It's cheaper and better, or better yet, just get a Assetto Corsa or R Factor or one of them. They're pretty realistic and they're good practice. So with all that being said, I guess kick back, relax, and enjoy the rest of this gameplay. And again, I have removed all sound and played some really cool music over the top, because again, the game doesn't deserve to be heard. Enjoy.